One. And we're live. Welcome to the Supplement Engineer channel, everyone. My name is Robert Chinesky. Joining me as always is my lovely, slightly late wife, Sandy.
They don't know I'm late. We're early, technically.
Well, yeah, technically we're starting 5 minutes early today. So thank you all for joining us, as you always do on these weekly Thursday live.
Thursday, we changed it. It's
It's
kind of nice on Thursday.
Is it?
Thursday's ladies' night, yeah, because it's like the night before the weekend.
Doesn't do me any good.
No, it's like
I'm married.
I'm the only lady you need, Robert.
Not tonight. You're abandoning me.
I am. I'm going out to dinner.
Yeah, thanks.
It's gonna be super fun.
Do you know where you're going out to dinner?
So we're going to a place called the Swedish Bakery, which sounds kind of because am I the only one that reminds me of the Muppet? Like
Yeah, it's the Swedish chef.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways, but apparently they have a really good charcuterie board of fish. I don't know.
Fish is probably smoked fish.
I'm okay with smoked anything.
Or salted cod maybe?
Salted cod, salted,
I don't know.
smoked.
Swedish.
I don't really care. All I know is I'm not paying. Somebody else is paying for me, so I'm excited.
I like smoked salmon, but I haven't had any other kind of smoked or smelted or preserved fish. I don't know. Lucas has had smoked fish before.
I feel like that is a thing with people in certain areas. What, like the Norwegian areas?
Norwegian area,
Yeah. Like if we were to go to Iceland, we'd eat some smoked fish.
We would. So before we get too far into the weeds, as always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, the notification bell if you like what we're doing here. And if you listen to the Supplement Engineer podcast or the Final Scoop on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, any other Spotify, any other kind of podcast listening platform, leave us a 5-star review because that helps us climb up in the almighty algorithm that dictates and manipulates and manifests what information you actually get told these days.
You know, the Pythagoreans believed, and Plato added on to this, that the entire universe has map. All is number. That's what they said, right? And you just said the almighty algorithm that dictates what is life. So I think all we're doing is proving the Plato-Pythagorean ideal that all is number.
There you go. So we are up to what?
I felt like it was too much above us. I was fixing it. You're welcome. Go ahead.
I don't know. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to post them. We will be on for about an hour until Sandy has her dinner date. At which point I will have to leave and go get the halfling from daycare.
Yeah. Super fun.
Hello, Professor Robert and pupil Sandy. Yes.
Oh, Robert does have a lot of knowledge to share with me. So I'm ready. I'm a really good student. Back over.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So let's start with some fun stuff today. You're gonna get to have a little appetizer. So we've mentioned before, crazy Uncle Lucas, my Polish brother from another mother and co-host on the Final Scoop podcast, lives in Poland, as would be implied by the Polish brother name.
Yeah, I'm excited to eat these little balls.
He sent us a huge goodie box not too long ago. Ooh, go get the liquor, the almond vodka. That's on. I'll go get it.
I don't even know what you're saying right now.
In the goodie box that he sent us was that alcohol.
Did I eat it? Did I try it already? Because I'm cutting.
Well, that's going out the window.
Hey, we need to talk about that. We need to talk about the conversation I had with someone at work about their efforts to
Well, we're gonna do the fun stuff first before we talk to.
Efforts to diet. I don't want to say diet, cutting.
We're gonna deal with the important stuff first, like booze and protein
I think
bars.
misconceptions on cutting is a really important thing.
Okay,
Maybe that's how
so
long my hair was.
Uncle Lucas sent our little halfling 2 boxes of like special Polish cereal. It looks like Cocoa Pebbles, but
She loves it.
it's something else. And then one of them looks like Smacks, but it's made of like puffed spelt, I think it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, she eats them every night.
loves
They're awesome. She's addicted. She has a bowl of these each night.
We mix them too.
And then here's the goodie box.
Oh, I'm trying to
We have Boost Balls, which are keto. It's all natural, low carb keto mint chocolate chip Boost Ball burners.
Boost Ball burners, everybody.
Macros for 1 serving per container. And you've got 250 calories, 22 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein.
So definitely not big on the protein. And
Well, it's
heavy on the
keto.
carb.
So
What does that mean?
Keto means super high fat, very minimal carb, and even, like a moderate amount of protein.
Wait, that's what keto means?
Yeah. Keto is super high. It's like 75 to 80% fat, about 15 to 25% protein, and then 5% or less of carbohydrates.
And people think they're going to lose weight on that? Okay, I don't understand you people. You guys don't make no sense to me.
We also have this, we're not going to mix this up today, Carbojet Gainer, which is going to be a carb powder. So you got 1.8 grams of fat, 34.5 grams of carbs, 7.5 grams of protein. So this could be something good to mix. It's like a gainer powder, or you could use it as like an intra-workout shake.
I'm not gaining yet.
Something.
I'm still cutting.
No, we'll save this.
But
It's
when I gain,
flavored, strawberry
I
and
might
bananas.
want that.
Interesting. We have key lime protein bars, crunch key lime protein bars. We tried the 1-Up ones. These
yeah,
are the
I like
Warrior.
key lime pie.
These are the Warrior brand of the key lime crunch bars. We're going to try that. High protein, low sugar. And then we have something.
Robert's scared to try.
He sent us 4 of these sample packets of something called Angel Dust. And I don't think I want to try this. I might start
Tell him why you don't want to try it.
1/3 of a scoop. Okay.
Wait, are you allowed to say what's in it?
Of course.
No, but it's not.
Sure it is.
Okay.
I could try it. 25 milligrams of niacin, 2.5 grams of beta-alanine, 1 gram of creatine nitrate, 1 gram of agnatine, 1 gram of arginine AKG, 1 gram of citrulline malate. So we're very, very light on the pumps here. Now we get to the really fun stuff. We have 700 milligrams of PEA, beta-phenethylamine, which is going to give you that really quick burst of euphoria, and its effects kind of dissipate within about 15 to 20 minutes. But that's like the initial kick in the pants you need to get moving. 500 milligrams of choline bitartrate, a less bioavailable form of choline. It doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier, but it will have some effects on like liver health, systemic choline levels in the body, and it can promote acetylcholine, which is the learning neurotransmitter, but also plays a role in the mind-muscle connection. 300 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. I like that dose. But wait, there's more. 200 milligrams of ureadrensis extract, which is going to have the N,N-dimethylphenethylamine citrate alkaloid in there, which is going to be, it's going to complement the beta-phenethylamine, which is going to be more of that euphoria, that really energy, and it's going to be longer lasting due to the molecular differences between the beta-phenethylamine, the beta-PEA, and the PEA derivatives that are in ureadrensis. 100 milligrams of 2-amino-isoheptane, DMHA, 100 milligrams of 1,3-DMAA.
That's the stuff, guys.
The most I've ever tried of DMAA was 65 or 70 milligrams.
And this is what?
100. Whether it's actual 1,3-DMAA or not, I don't know.
Okay, so is it illegal in other countries?
I mean, it's banned for use in dietary supplements. Does that mean it's illegal? 50 milligrams of hygenamine, 50 milligrams of hordenine, which hordenine is an MAO inhibitor, which is going to prolong the effects of PEA and ureadrensis in there, so longer lasting euphoria. 50 milligrams of N-methyltyramine, 25 milligrams of GABA, just to take the edge off of all the crack and sin that you got going on here. As if that wasn't enough, as if we don't have 2 milligrams of yohimbe bark extract and 2 milligrams of alpha yohimbine, 90%, so 1.8 milligrams of
So this is what makes you feel funny?
Yes. So for reasons that are pretty obvious by now, I haven't tried this yet. Lucas has tried an entire package of this. I'm probably going to start with maybe a half serving.
I don't know, I'm nervous.
And then if I don't wake up, just have the ambulance on standby.
I don't know. It's like, when do you do it, right? Like,
not on a leg day. I'm never doing this on a leg day.
Do you like, you know what? Let's go for it.
Well, actually, if I wasn't beta testing those samples I had gotten at the end of last week, because we're having a meeting tomorrow or Monday to go over the samples, I probably would have tried this.
Today?
No, on Tuesday, because I got about 3 hours of sleep.
Right. Well,
I would have tried this.
Wait, I'm talking about that. You don't want to try it on lack of sleep. You want to
Sure
try
you do.
No, you want to try it like in your normal state. You don't want to like.
No, I would want it. It's something that is going to make me one with the angels above. I probably would have wanted to try when I slept.
I guess.
And the cherry on top, the most important thing that Lucas sent us.
It's not Zubrocca.
Soplica.
That is Soplica.
Yeah, I think it's a thing like a caramel almond.
I want to try it. I want to try it.
All
Give me
right.
this. Give me this.
We have our little
taster. Look at that little sniffer. What's it called?
It's a Glencairn.
A Glencairn. Oh, it's for Scotch.
25% ABV, so it's 50 proof.
So it's light. It's like, we're like, what does it smell like?
It smells like candy.
Oh my God, it smells so good.
All right.
Oh, what does that smell like? Caramel?
Yeah, I said caramel almond.
That smells
And he said
so
to
good.
mix this with Robbie's caramel macchiato protein. It would be damn good.
Oh my gosh. That is my new favorite alcohol. What the flip? It is sweet. It's like a sweetener. This is your new sweetener, everybody.
Or put that in your coffee.
This is your new sweetener. You want some hot tea? Put some sweetener in it. Are you drinking?
Whoa.
You drinking? Yeah, you drink some coffee, put a little sweetener in it. This is
Damn, that's
freaking good. It just tastes sweet, but like caramel-y. Oh my gosh.
Lucas, send more of that. That'll be gone in a week.
This is our new sweetener.
Damn.
Takes the edge off while sweetening whatever beverage it is that you want. No, we're gonna finish that.
Okay, yeah, Lucas, send more of that.
I'm
he's
gonna be
watch
the
the song replay.
spokesperson for the, how do you pronounce it? For soplica.
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 Oh, and then
This is so good. It like coats the tongue. What does it taste like? It just tastes like caramel, but like thin caramel.
And then
Oh,
last
God, it
thing
smells
is
good.
this little taster bottle of VMX shot, powerful pre-workout.
God. I'm sorry.
200 milligrams of caffeine in this. 3 grams of beta-alanine, 500 milligrams of arginine AKG, 500 milligrams of citrulline malate, 500 milligrams of taurine, 300 milligrams of sustamine, 200 milligrams of caffeine. So, all right, so basically it's like a 5-hour energy kind of shot. It's just caffeine with a tasty dusting of some pump stuff. So if you're driving and you need your 5-hour replacement.
Oh, like 5-hour energy.
Yeah.
I used to do 5-hour energy when I would drive.
Yeah, I remember you were the one that told me about that.
I was the first one yeah, I'm trying to remember where I learned about it at a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would use 5-hour energy.
Are you ready to try Lucas's balls?
I want to try Lucas's balls.
All right.
They're minty fresh.
Minty fresh. Minty fresh Polish balls.
We should talk about, remind me to tell you guys about Butterfingers. That's all I'm going to say. It's awkward.
It smells minty. Definitely smells minty.
Ooh, it does. It smells like a junior mint. Like a junior mint. Or a York peppermint patty.
Thin mint?
No.
Are you going to have another bite or should I have my own?
Wait, something's off.
I don't know.
Something's off. It tastes good at first, and then it's like, as you keep chewing, it's like dirt. There's mint in my mouth, and then I'm eating dirt. There's dirt in here. What ingredient is tasting like dirt?
All right, so we have cacao butter, creamed coconut,
Maybe it's that.
toasted coconut,
Maybe it's the coconut?
desiccated coconut, peanut butter, cacao.
Then I want another bite.
Oh, cacao.
This is weird.
Cacao nibs, coconut oil, defatted peanut powder, brown rice protein, tapioca fiber, erythritol, coconut flour, sunflower lecithin, stevia, and natural mint oil.
Okay, can I just tell you what it tastes like? It's weird. First of all, you take a bite and you taste the mint and the chocolate, and you're like, ooh. And then as you're chewing, you taste dirt.
Yeah.
Then everything disappears out of your mouth like a magic trick. All of a sudden, there's nothing in your mouth but mint. It's like, but the thing is, I want to eat another bite because it was so weird. It was a weird sensation of eating minty chocolate, then dirt, then it disappeared out of your mouth. It's just poof. And now it's just
yeah, it's
of like mint in my mouth. I don't understand what's happening. This is like a magic trick.
I would not. I'm not going to finish that.
Magic trick.
I had my one ball.
Now the dirt is back. This is an interesting sensation. You guys should all try this just so you understand what I'm talking about because it's weird. But I don't really want to do it again. But then I kind of do because it's like going on a weird trip, like an acid trip.
If you're gonna do keto,
I don't know.
Don't buy bullshit keto food. Do the real stuff, man.
Let's talk about this for a second. At my little homeroom, like all my little students trying to eat healthy, and they're eating these little rice that I don't even know what it is. It's not even like rice. There's like puffed rice stuck together, like a rice cake kind of thing or something. And they're eating it, and I was like, "What are you doing? Why don't you just eat rice? Just eat the rice. Stop pretending like you're eating healthy."
Hold on.
One of my little girls had this thing that is so good. That is so good. That is so good. Anyway, one of my girls was like trying to eat healthy, and it's this brown packaging, and it's like it's what bears eat or whatever, and it's like granola and little chunks of dark chocolate, and it must be so healthy. And it was like 250 calories for 5 grams of protein, and I was like, it's all sugar and carbs, but it's like masquerading as being somehow healthy. I was like, you could just eat a Snickers and like kind of get the same thing from here. You know, a big box of like peanut M&Ms gives you 7 grams of protein and for the exact same amount of calories. I was like, what is this? And why is it masquerading as being healthy for you somehow? I don't understand what's happening. And then all these little girls are eating the little rice cakes. And the only person who eats healthy is the little boy football player who's trying to get a football scholarship, who's eating a big fat sausage with rice. And then today he has like lots of eggs and rice. And he's like, yeah, just, you know, I'm eating real protein, real. I was like, why can't these little high school girls have eaten their little, I don't know what they're eating. And I don't know why they think it's healthy. They're granola. And they're like, why am I getting fat? Like, I don't know. It's like, because you're not eating like man food. You need to eat eat. Like sometimes boys will come to school and they'll just have a rotisserie chicken and they're just eating in class. And the girls are like, ew, as they eat their, who knows, their veggie sticks. Eat the celery. Don't eat a veggie stick. Don't eat something that looks like a Cheeto and tastes nasty. Eat the Cheetos or eat the carrots. Like, don't try to merge the I don't know.
Word.
It's just,
the ingredient list is like 18 things long,
Let's do
which
it.
is kind of like most protein bars. Usually if they're that long, they taste pretty good.
Okay, well, it sounds like it has a lot of good stuff in it.
All right, key lime pie. All right, remember, we did the one-up nutrition key lime pies.
I love key lime pie.
And let me know how you... All right, so...
Ooh.
Ooh, getting all kinds of little fun stuff falling on me. All right, so here...
Show the pretty sprinkles, yeah.
As it falls on my laptop keyboard.
You know what? Don't show the pretty sprinkles. I'm sorry.
There we go. All right, we're gonna...
I spilled my smoothie on my laptop, and it's in a school laptop, and then all the buttons stopped working because the smoothie pushed down the control key, and every time I tried to hit a letter, it would control that number, and I couldn't do it. Okay.
What's up?
Long story short, I fixed it by wiping it with a wet paper towel.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, this is interesting looking. It looks funny.
Don't eat this in your car. You're gonna get sprinkles everywhere.
There we go. Mmm. It tastes like puppy chow. I love puppy chow.
The texture is really fun.
This is fun.
There's lots of good crunchy stuff in there.
There's the lime. But it doesn't taste like key lime pie. You know what it tastes like? Fruit Loops. Lime Fruit Loops.
You're right.
And I'm really good at this game. What's in your mouth? That can be dirty. Speaking of which, Butterfingers, I gotta tell you about that. This is really good. This is really good. It tastes just like lime Fruit Loops. But when you first put it in your mouth, it tastes like puppy chow. You know what puppy chow is? You know when you take the cereal and you put the I don't actually know. I've never made it. No, it's like white chocolate or peanut butter. Peanut butter and some white chocolate. I don't know. People have given it to me as Christmas gifts, and I'm like, oh, puppy chow. I just eat it. That's what this tastes like. Puppy chow and then lime Fruit Loops. Butterfingers.
Yes, I give this a thumbs up. I give this a thumbs down.
I do too.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Yeah, awesome. Lucas, thank you so much for the goodie box. And this, again.
Sweetener. It's my new sweetener. Robert, please make me some coffee with my sweetener.
So good.
So
I could drink that. I could really drink that whole bottle
tonight. It's so good. That's my new favorite drink. What's it called again?
Soplika.
Soplika.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Lucas.
So just to be fair, there was a little boy that wasn't doing what they were.
We're back. Something I hit.
Robert ate too much Soplika.
There we go.
So he totally knocked us off. So anyways, okay. So there was a student doing really well in my class. I was like, you know what I'm going to give you? I'm going to give you a Butterfinger. And then later on, he never asked me for the Butterfinger. And I was like, I don't know why, because I forgot. And then the next day, I was like, dude, I owe you a Butterfinger. Like, you're doing so great. I have to give you a Butterfinger. Like, I'm so excited to give you a Butterfinger. He just didn't want one. And I was like, do you not like Butterfingers? And he's like, what's a Butterfinger? And I was like, no, wow. You know, that sounds really gross if you don't, it's a candy bar. It's a candy bar. He didn't know what a Butterfinger was. And it occurred to me that if you tell someone who doesn't know what a Butterfinger is that you're going to give him a Butterfinger, that could come across quite dirty.
Was he raised in a cave?
I don't know.
Trick-or-treating?
I was like, are you allergic to peanut butter or anything? No. I was like, okay. And so I gave him a peanut butter. Everyone in the school was like, what's the matter? Everyone was like, what's the matter with you? You don't know what a Butterfinger is? I was like, they're really good. They're my favorite candy bar. And that's why I have them in my desk.
Not knowing what a Snickers or like who the Ninja Turtles are.
Yeah, but imagining your teacher telling you they're going to give you a Butterfinger. I felt like I was inappropriately coming on to him.
My first question would have been, what's a Butterfinger? If I didn't know, if I was this
he didn't say anything. He was just like,
well, he's even more Captain Awkward.
I mean, he's a freshman boy.
It doesn't matter. Grow up here and talk. Don't just go, yeah, awkward.
He didn't know what a Butterfinger was, and I gave him one and he liked it.
Oh,
but then it was awkward.
On to something useful.
Okay, how's the cut going? Good. So, good news. Today, I weighed myself. I think it was lower than I really am. Because lately, it's been like, should I just tell everybody? Yeah.
If you were
so I was 133 when I first started. Now I'm 128. So I've lost 5 pounds, pretty consistent. I wasn't using the scale though. I was waiting for my thighs to scream down. And then my stomach got all toned. I was like, that's funny. I didn't realize how bad it was. And then the lower back got toned. I was like, this is funny. Tone, he hates it when I say that. Tighter. I can jump up and down and not as much skin, like flabs, if you will. I didn't realize how much junk was in my trunk. Can I just say that it's like when you move out of your house and then you're going, that's funny. I didn't realize that closet was there. It's like when you cut and the part you wanted to lose doesn't lose because it spends weeks losing other things. It cleans out the sludge everywhere else that was in your body that you had just thought was part of the furniture. You didn't realize there was so much sludge in your body. So I lost it in my stomach and my back, pretty much all. And today when I measured this morning, I measured my hips. They're back at 35, which is what I was when I was a freshman.
In
high school.
Probably in college.
When I was a model.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that you're just going to drop that little nugget. When I was a model.
Can I be fair? The only reason I was a model, just to be fair, is because I was weird looking. It's not because you're pretty. It's because you're interesting looking. I had the head of elite model management from New York tell me I was interesting looking.
Was weird looking?
Still am. Funny story. I have my headshot if y'all want to see. I can show you. Where is it? You know where it is?
I think so.
I'll be back.
Wait, I know where they are. There are.
It's in my backpack.
Is it? Why do you walk around with headshots in your backpack?
Because.
Are you trying to get on like a gig?
No, because I wanted to show my homeroom girls.
Sure. All right, here's 14-year-old
14-year-old Sandy.
Wait, hold on. Let me drop this down. There we go.
14-year-old Sandy. I look the same. Yeah, I look the same. Notice how I'm smiling without my teeth because I had crooked teeth before this. This was before braces.
Was it?
Yeah, I was 14. Robert, I didn't get braces till I was 17, 16, 17, 15.
Oh, really? And I thought you were cute then?
You thought because I smiled strategically so you couldn't see my teeth. Obviously, I had a strategy. But anyways, it's not because you're it's because you're weird looking and you want to look different and I don't talk about it.
So I married a model. There we go. Let's just end the podcast there.
Done. So anyways, the cut is actually going really well. But this is what I want to tell you. I was talking to somebody at work. That's going well. So I'm talking to somebody at work and she goes, okay, so I cut dairy and wheat, I think gluten. I cut dairy, and I'm just assuming she had stomach issues because the only reason I can think why someone would cut dairy and gluten is because you've been having irritable bowel syndrome or belly aches or whatever. And I was like, okay, why? She goes, well, I'm trying to lose weight. And the first question I asked was, are you eating less? Like, are you eating less calories than you were before? Because like you could gain weight eating nothing but lettuce, right? Like if you eat 3,000 calories of lettuce a day,
it's gonna be shitting out a lot of lettuce too.
You're gonna gain weight if you're not burning more than 3,000 calories. So I feel bad because, and then she was like, yeah, it's been 2 weeks and nothing's happened. And I was like, I've been cutting for 6 weeks. It takes time and it's hard and it takes some, but at the same time, she was like, well, it's just, I don't want to get anxiety about counting stuff. And I was like, I mean, you kind of figure out the 4 or 5 meals, you know, like.
What's there to be anxious about? It's simple. She's a math teacher.
To be fair, she is a math teacher.
Okay, I'm somebody.
But it causes anxiety to people. But I mean, I said, you know, there's meals that I know off the top of my head, like a sandwich, just like deli meat and bread, 1 ounce of cheese. It's like 400 calories for like 40 grams protein. You know what I mean? Like you're fine. And then I do this thing where I eat 4 eggs, 4 pieces of bacon, and 2 tortillas for 650 calories, 40 grams protein. Like you just learn. I don't know. And then I said, you got to eat enough protein too. Like if you eat, and this is what I told her, I said, you eat 150 calories of potato chips, and then you eat 150 calories of chicken breast. You won't be full after the 150 calories of the chicken breast versus 150 calories of the potato chips. Like it's a matter of eating the protein to help you feel full, that your muscle doesn't turn into fat. I mean, I'm trying to like give her as much knowledge as Robert's given me over the years in like one conversation. And I think I might have blown it. Like I was trying to encourage, and I think all I did was make her defeated. And it's hard because there's misinformation out there. What makes you think cutting dairy? I haven't cut dairy and I've lost weight and I've lost but I just cut the calories by 300. Like I have a set limit of calories I'm going to eat a day that I know is less than what I was eating. And then you just do it until you don't need to do it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, short of that, unless it's like a trigger food for her, like where once she starts eating it, she just can't stop. And if it's
Well, like the snacking.
Yeah, like so. Say like there's
That'll
nothing
do it.
wrong with potato chips in a diet, but if potato chips are one of those trigger foods that cause you to just binge and overeat your calories, then I could see outright doing that. But I mean, how many people do you know that just binge on like a gallon of milk and say, man, I just can't have enough milk?
Or yogurt.
Yeah.
Like yogurt is healthy for you.
Plain
It's
yogurt,
good.
not the sugar sweetened bullshit.
Right.
that you get at
Plain
the
yogurt,
store.
plain Greek yogurt, and then you can flavor it by putting some protein powder in it. You don't even have to put a full scoop. You just put like a little bit of protein powder in it and make it taste good. But that's not bad for you, and it doesn't make you fat.
No.
But that's a misconception. Like yogurt is healthy for women for the calcium. It's healthy because of what is it called? The stuff in your gut, the thing that makes you poop. That thing.
Fiber?
No. Probiotics.
Probiotics are bacteria.
Whatever, bacteria. It makes you poo. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is I feel bad for people out there that don't understand how it works. I don't know. That's all I was going to say.
Welcome,
So
Chris.
cutting is going well for me. It's working.
Yes, Devin. I've had the laptop keyboard fixed for maybe a month and a half, 2 months now. So, but I still have my nice little extra keyboard, just this mechanical one that I use as well when I'm sitting at a table like I am now. Plus, I like to hear the
like the
ticking of
the typewriter.
Yeah. You can't let Sandy snack. Actually, and yeah, the keyboard, it was actually fixed for free because it was still under warranty through Apple, which was nice. I sent it off, and 3 days later, I had it back in the
it was
mail,
really
which was
soon.
which was really cool. Yeah.
And no, I really shouldn't eat. The reason why I spilled the smoothie is because I was really excited that a student got the right answer, and I took my smoothie and went, yes! And it whoosh, and I was like, oh, and I got it on a student.
So many
I'm not gonna lie, I
lost
got it on a student too. I didn't talk about that part, but I got it all over the laptop. Oh dear.
bingo orbs to flapping junk.
Let me tell you something. There is sludge in your body. You don't know where it is until you start cutting, and you're like, that's funny. Didn't realize how bad it was until it was gone. I think, whoa, that was bad. Poor Robert.
I'm a magnanimous.
No, I mean
household.
like, oh my God, that was really bad.
Sandy, I'll dunk you back in the day, Robert. She trapped you.
Let me tell you
It's a trap.
something. I did good, y'all. I did good. You know what's funny is that old women.
In what way did
love
you do
Robert.
well? I mean,
By marrying you.
oh,
Robert, old women love Robert. Okay, can we just say, like, if you have a mom or a mom-in-law or something like that, and then she like meets Robert, it's like I feel like all old women are wishing that some tragic accident would happen to me so that he could marry their daughters. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, that is a fine young man. That is an intelligent gentleman. That is a good man. I was like, yeah, he's great. I know. He's my husband. I'm so excited that I have him. But I feel like all old women are wishing that you had been their husband or that you would marry one of their daughters or the friends of the daughters or something like, yeah. Let me tell you something. I done good.
well, it all goes. You can thank my parents, which it's their 37th anniversary today.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
They were married February 4th, 1984.
And Robert was born
August
85.
9th, 1985.
Pretty close.
No, there's plenty of time.
I mean,
August, so I was conceived in December.
they were newlyweds. She was pregnant like her first year of marriage. That's crazy.
Well, back then, it was fine.
Okay.
Back in the 80s.
We had 8 years before we were pregnant. It was nice.
It was
We
wonderful.
learned
So
a lot
yeah,
about each other.
happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. They're not going to watch this, but it's out there in the YouTube sphere. Competitive salad eating.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Although I do eat heads of romaine.
I would win that.
I do
easily.
eat heads of romaine. I just eat them because they're crunchy.
I love vegetables, as I've made it very plainly known.
He
on
does.
The final scoop that, and Shane is repulsed by it, as is Robbie and Lucas and everybody else. They'll think I'm batshit crazy.
He loves vegetables. Like his natural things that he loves are leg day and vegetables. It's like anyone should get like hypnosis to have the same likes as Robert, and their life would be so much better. Everyone's life would be better if they were just like Robert.
Probiotics to help your digestion, not pooping. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Good
that's what I was
to
trying to tell
know.
you, Sandy.
Well, there's lots of misinformation out there.
I think you just have misconceptions. Nobody ever said probiotics. make
Okay,
you
can I
poop.
just tell you one of the classes I'm taking is statistics, and I gotta tell you something, man. You gotta read carefully, and I just don't. Okay, like I skim all the time. People are like, "Did you get that email?" I was like, "Yeah." what? I mean, I got it. And I just like, I read it. What did it say? And it's like, I don't even, and so statistics, it's like you miss one word and that whole study is like completely different. And so when it comes to the probiotics, I'm going to say it makes you poop. And the answer is that is not true. So don't listen to anything I say about nutrition. What are you doing?
We're going to taste, I told Dave we'd review the NutriBio.
We're going to review the NutriBio what? Cookies and cream whey. Don't fill me up too much. I'm about to go out to dinner.
You add a spare tire.
I'll be fine. I'll just eat a bit. You know, it doesn't always work just one day. It's like, so the person I go out to dinner with, she does this thing where she takes me out and we talk and it's so much fun. But then she'll say something like, Sandy, have you tried the truffle fries? And I'll go, no. She's like, you have to get them. They're so good. Oh my God, I love them so much. She's like, great. So we'll split the truffle fries. They come out. She doesn't eat any. And I was like, are you okay? So I'm gonna eat the truffle. Okay. And then I proceed to eat all the truffle fries because like if she's paying, I don't want them to go to waste. So I eat them. And then I eat my meal. And she's like, you have to have the bread pudding. The bread pudding is so good. I was like, are you going to help me eat it? And we get the bread pudding. She takes one bite. She's like, oh, that's so good. But I can't eat another bite. I'm like, dude, this is like so much bread pudding. Now I have to eat the whole bread pudding. Are you just taking me out to fatten me up like a goose?
Fatten you up for the slaughter.
It's like Hansel and Gretel. Let me feel your finger. So we're going out tonight. I'm like, I don't know how much I'm eating. Okay. Because I'm going to have to eat a lot, which is fine usually, but. Okay.
Okay, so this is the NutriBio 100% whey protein isolate ice cream cookie dream.
Ooh, it smells good.
Okay, we've got 6 ounces of water here.
That's 6 ounces of water?
Yes.
That looks like nothing.
Well, it's like a 30-ounce shaker or 28-ounce shaker or something.
You get this much water.
All right, we'll do 1 scoop. We'll see how it tastes. Now, some of the NutriBio flavors, they can kind of be hit or miss for me. I know Mark and them over there aren't super big on overly flavoring or overly sweetening things, so I think that's where maybe some of like the disjuncture is.
I don't know what you're saying, but I don't really like things that are overly sweet.
No, but we've tried other NutriBio proteins before, and like we didn't like the apple pie one when we tried it.
I don't remember. I think I remember ones I like, so that must be nice. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. I try so many things with you. Okay, I'm really excited.
All right. Shaken.
Okay.
Stir.
Hey, did anybody buy the fruity?
I have no idea.
The fruity watermelon.
All right, so
protein that doesn't taste weird at all. It's weird. Maybe the cup smells bad. Does the cup smell bad?
No, it smells like the protein.
It smells bad.
It smells like cookies and cream.
I guess. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. What is that? Are you sure there's not something off with the?
I'm positive.
With the cup or something?
No, this was a freshly cleaned shaker cup.
Are you sure?
Positive. I washed it today.
Did you do a good job? Okay, let me tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like sour milk.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm questioning. And if he had not put water in it and had not seen it, I would assume that he put milk in it and it had soured. Is that really what it tastes like?
Yeah.
Hey, has anyone else tried this?
Yeah. So yeah, this is the ice cream cookie dream. Is this the one that you were talking about, Dave? Because
Dave, help us out here.
It's
help us out here, Dave.
Did
you try?
It's got a little bit of a tang to it.
Put his quote up there. He asked us if we tried the cookies and cream whey, and I'm asking Dave, did you try the cookies and cream whey?
Is this one you're talking about? The ice cream cookie dream?
I think there's something wrong with this batch or something. This tastes like sour milk.
Maybe. See, that's what I was telling you. NutriBio's flavors are kind of hit or miss with their proteins.
I have to taste this again. Hold on. No. Okay. Hold on.
I mean, do you want to drink it from the shaker?
Yeah, I'm going to drink it from the shaker. What if it's the cup? What if it's the shaker bottle?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I'm gonna put a little sweetener in my. You know what, guys? It's not good. That much I can say.
Yeah.
Dave. Thanks for that suggestion.
Yeah.
Don't
taste is highly subjective, Dave, but it's.
Do you like sour milk, Dave?
I think NutriBio has some better flavors. The confetti cake was good. You like the confetti cake?
You know what? They should make a soplica flavor. Everyone should make a soplica flavor.
Not shaken.
Yeah, swirled, not shaken. We learned that. He ruined it by shaking it. What was he thinking?
I can eat about an 8-cup salad. Yeah, that's what my typical dinners were when I was doing salads for dinner. Now I've started to throw in more
Rice.
Rice because I need to stop losing weight.
That's
Unintentionally. I was unintentionally.
Can I just say when he says things like that and I'm like dying and I'm so hungry and I just want to eat lots of food and he's like, I guess I should eat more. I'm like, I wish I could eat whatever I want. I want to eat Triscuits or something. Anything. I want to eat chips and salsa and guacamole because I freaking feel like it. How's the cut going? It's going. And I eat the same thing every day because I know what to eat and it keeps me, where I need to go.
No, I mean, it's 5
I'd
o'clock.
rather eat fried cheese than a chili cheese dog.
I've been up since 5 a.m. I've been up 12 hours and I've only had about 1,000 calories to eat. I'm just not hungry. I just don't eat a lot.
I'm starving and I've had 1,000 calories too and I'm dying.
Yeah, well.
Dave.
Post up any other questions and comments you have, guys.
So good.
We'll go through everything. Yeah. Digestion has.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Thank you, Alberto.
The way
I'm
she
with
was
you.
saying it is she was saying
It makes you
probiotics aren't what make you poop.
Okay, so can we just say, like, if probiotic, then then poop. Then I can skip ahead and use the transitive property. If probiotic, then poop.
That's like saying your lips make you poop because food goes in through your mouth. Okay.
No, that's not. You're making that. That's
no,
not
it's
a
the transitive
logical.
property.
That's not the transitive property.
It is.
Mine was.
The lips are the start of
wasn't.
the digestive process because it opens your mouth. The digestion begins in the mouth with the mastication, the mechanical breaking down, and the
y'all
enzymatic
see
breakdown
the
of
flaw in his logic.
Only
Little
flaw in
bit
my
of
logic is
inverse error
marrying you.
there, converse error there. It's fine.
Hey, just because you're taking PhD classes doesn't give you the right to be all highfalutin with your.
Are you drinking hot tea? What are you like, an old man?
Yes.
Would you like to sweeten it?
No. There would be bourbon in this, but I have to go drive. So
Pick up our sweet girl.
there would be. No, we are
No,
not.
I still didn't ask. I didn't know what to do.
Nope. Didn't look it up. Didn't.
Oh, but today, hey, funny story. So today I was teaching derivatives to my students and they were tired because it was the first class of the day. And it was 2 steps. I was like, guys, it's just 2 steps. Just 2 steps. And y'all know that song. Wait, you want to play it for everybody? Sierra 1 2 step. Go ahead, play it.
Nope.
Go ahead, play it.
Nope.
Go ahead, play it.
Well, if we play, I don't know if it's gonna play through this. I don't know how to do that yet.
Okay.
I haven't figured that out. Thank God.
So from college, there's this song by Sierra called 1 2 Step, and I made up a dance called the Sandy Slide. And
I do remember that.
I did it with all my girlfriends, and I taught everyone the Sandy Slide, and it's a really good line dance. It's like a line dance, but like hip hop kind of. And then my friends and I were only like 18 at the time, or 19, and we go to Bourbon Street, and we're doing it like down Bourbon Street, not in any of the clubs, we're just like out, like doing it, and we're just doing it. And this woman pulls us into her bar that's 21 and older, and she didn't like artists. She was like, oh my God, y'all have to come in and do that on stage. And we're like, okay. And so we got on stage and we did it, okay? Funny story, I actually split my pants that night. End of story. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, because one of my dance moves has me like dropping it. So I was telling them 1 2 Step. And I was like, I made a line dance. So like, and they were like, let's do it. I said, and they were so tired. And I just went, okay. And so I stood up and I did it for them. And they were like, whoa. They go, will you teach it to us? I go, okay. And so I had the whole class, guys and girls included. And it's like, I was like, okay, guys, it's cross, open, roll, cross, open, roll. And then I was like teaching them how to do, and there's this one part where I do like, I guess it's like, I don't know, I never took a dance class. Like, I think it's called like a kickball change or something. I don't really, step ball change, kickball. I don't know what it's called because I never did dance. Really see that? I don't know.
Step ball change. Yeah.
See, we don't know. I was in the marching band.
My sister was a dancer.
I got rhythm from the marching band, okay? I just know it looks good when I do it. So I'm trying to like teach them how to do the dance. And so we play the music and I'm playing it really loud. And the other math teacher, Tucker, like walks by. And he like, the whole class is doing a line dance to this rap song. And he's like, I'm not even gonna. And he just like walks through and I was like, yeah, we're learning derivatives. And then the bell rang. And it was really fun.
That's why Sandy doesn't teach in public schools anymore.
I mean, I probably would be more acceptable in the public school than like classical Christian school, but
So.
they need to learn some skills. So anyways, I'm seeing if they're going to remember it tomorrow. But anyways, yeah, I don't remember what the point of that was. 1, 2 step. Did we have something about steps?
I don't know. This is something Devin sent me earlier as a question. Outside of the death tally, what do each of you think will be the biggest negative to society with everything that has happened during the pandemic?
I know.
Uh-huh.
I know. I just want to make sure. The biggest negative to society, is it to society?
Yeah.
The biggest negative is that I don't trust society's rationalizations and what's the word? Decision-making skills anymore. I think they're too easily manipulated by whatever they see on the internet. They don't do enough research to understand how it works. Like if you're wearing your mask in your car and no one else is in there with you, that means you don't understand science. If you're in a field, no one's anywhere near you for miles and you're wearing your mask, you don't understand science or anything.
So you're going to rush to take a vaccine that hasn't been thoroughly vetted yet.
I just think it's important to think and rationalize and think for yourself and have common sense. So I think the biggest issue is that we've shown the world we have none.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest negatives is the suppression of information. The big tech companies thinking they have all of the power and all of the knowledge and fact-checking abilities.
And people being okay with it.
And the masses being okay with that, which is not cool.
It's not cool.
If somebody says, hey, this could cure COVID, or this has been shown to have antiviral activity, why is Google suppressing that? Why is Instagram? Why is Twitter? Why are they suppressing
fear?
Or removing videos and banning doctors that have put out good information, suppressing all of that stuff, just because it's running counter to what other stuff is.
And why do those websites have, why did you just say it's counter to what you're not supposed to have an opinion.
Exactly.
You're supposed to be, so what's happening here?
That is the free, there's not a free exchange of ideas.
There's not
anymore.
a free exchange of ideas, yeah.
It's
weird.
Yeah.
And the fact that people are okay with that bothers me.
Correct.
And I've kind of known that people are lemmings and they all just do what everybody else does and they don't think. But then I thought, surely when push comes to shove, if there was a situation where they needed to, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
Right.
So all it's done is make me a little sad. Yeah. And that's okay, but there's not. But then it is. I mean, I get it. Whatever.
Bread and circus is yes. Bread and circus is the old Roman thing with that. Yep.
Tell me.
We haven't changed. That was how they kept the masses entertained while everything was going to hell in a handbasket. Just entertain the masses with bread. Like you feed them and then you give them entertainment, which is why I like
the gladiators.
You had all
right?
the bozo celebrities saying, stay home, here's your Netflix. Stay home and watch this. And Netflix was giving like free memberships to people and all this shit. Keep them fed and entertained, and they stop asking questions.
Well, you know what's funny about that is that we've actually stopped doing that. I was telling a little boy, he was reading. He was like, can I get my phone out so I can read a book? I just bought a book on my phone and I want to read it. Yeah. And I want to read it. And I said, what book is it? And then he said it was called, oh God, what is it called? It's some sci-fi one. There was a movie made. First one, read one.
Ready Player One?
Ready Player One. It's like a sequel to it or something. And I said, is it sci-fi? And he said, yeah. I said, okay, you can read it. I like sci-fi because sci-fi has this tradition to, how do I say it? They push societal, they make you question society without like putting a mirror up to your face. It's like they give you this alternate reality where all these issues are. And then you're like, that's funny. That makes you think. And I like that. So I was like, yes, I encourage you to read your sci-fi, read history and sci-fi. Go.
Yeah, some of them, I like some of the sci-fi. At times it gets a little too dystopian for me, and I just
food for thought though.
Yeah,
makes you think. Yeah. So, anyways, but I was telling him that Robert and I just stopped watching TV because we just stopped watching TV because there's just nothing interesting. And so I still watch documentaries, but then
I watch old 80s and 90s movies or like action movies and stuff like that.
But then Robert is reading to me out loud. And I think that's the best thing to do. Like instead of watching a movie together, he's just reading out loud a book to me. And it's the same idea. It's a fantasy and it's painting a picture for me and we're still sharing it together. But at least this way it's a book. I feel less like, I don't know. Thank you. Okay. I was going to wear them today because I measured myself today and I was like, oh my God, I could wear them today. I was like, no. Don't rush it, Sandy. Wait till next week. So everyone, next week, I will wear the pants. Now, here's the thing. I have the exact same pants in 2 colors, blue and pale pink. You tell me which one I should wear on Thursday, and I'll show you me wearing them on Thursday. Ooh. So I don't know which one. Do I want like the cobalt blue? It's like a blue, like a, I don't know, cobalt blue. It's like cobalt blue. And then the other one is like a pale pink. Which one? And I will wear them next week. I'm doing it because I've earned it. And I wore this pretty dress that I didn't know if I could pull off, and I wore it this past Monday, and I got so many compliments. Oh, because I have a Supreme fanny pack. Can we talk about that for a second? That I wanted a fanny pack, and someone was like, "Oh, I have one." As a teacher at work, I was like, "Great," because I need markers.
I think you need to tell them your affinity for fanny packs.
I love fanny packs. I used to have a Navy Federal Credit Union one because that's the bank that my dad banked at, and I wore it to Washington D.C. as a 7th grader, and I was like hands-free, and I had my fanny pack, right?
What? Put a caveat. She was never wearing a fanny pack when I showed interest and asked her to go out on a date. So had she been wearing one of those, or I knew her enthusiasm,
they're really.
There may be a very different female sitting next to me these days.
They're really handy. No hands, and I have everything I need right here. Okay, so I love fanny packs. Okay, so little did I know. So the last thing I ever want anyone to tell me, okay, this is important, is that I'm cool or that I'm like trendy or something. And so I was so excited when a girl was like, one of the teachers was like, "Oh, I have a fanny pack. I'll give it to you." I said, "Oh, thanks." So she gives it to me, and I go, "Oh, cool. It even has a fancy word on it, like Supreme. Like, cool. That's like a fancy word. Like, I'll just put it on." Like, I was expecting it to say something like, I don't know, Taco Bell or something, like Supreme. That's kind of cool. So anyways, I'm walking around, and all day I'm wearing it, and I'm getting compliments. And I know the kids are just making fun of me because I have a fanny pack. Until my senior boys do the, "Ooh, Miss Shanetsky, that's Supreme fanny pack?" I go, "Yeah, it says Supreme." "Wait, what?" And I showed them, and they were like, "Oh, it's got the red label. That's legit." I said, "Wait, stop, time out. What's happening? What's happening? What's legit? What are you saying to me right now?" They're like, "Man, that's expensive." I was like, "What do you mean this is expensive? What?" They're like, "That's so cool." All the cool people, yeah, I heard a Supreme keychain was like $150, so that must be expensive. I was like, what? They're like, "You're cool, Miss Shanetsky." I go, "No."
I'm curious to look this up now.
So apparently, and now but I'm still wearing it because it has all my really pretty markers, and it's legit Supreme, Robert. Apparently, it's a brand name. I don't know. Are Supreme's hottest items this season? Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up. It's 100 and like? Yeah, no, it's like better than that. It looks like a fanny pack. Oh my God, I can't believe I have like, whatever. I got it for free. It's black, but sure. Oh my God, they're out of stock. Whatever. Okay, guys, I have the ungettable get. It's just black and it says Supreme and it's super cool. Oh God, it's it's like $100 and something.
$155.
Well, yeah, my kids were like, "Don't wear that outside. You're gonna get robbed." I'm like, "What?
I don't get it.
Why is this cool?" And so then I was walking and somebody was like, "Oh, she got money." I heard him over some kid I don't teach, and I was like, "Ugh." Now they think I'm cool.
Put a sign on your back that says, "I got this from another teacher.
I got this for free, and I'm genuinely not cool." And I would just be as happy wearing a Taco Bell fanny pack. Although who knows? Maybe Taco Bell has cool fanny packs. It was weird.
For next week, wear the blue.
Blue.
I think we'll show up on camera.
Blue it is, guys.
Devin, agreed. I think the trust we have in fellow humans has been eroded to new levels. Yeah, I would agree with that. The trust in their ability to think critically and have common sense. Yes.
True. And what they're wearing on their fanny pack.
Across the street based on if their face is covered or if they're wearing a red hat. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, here's the thing. Robert judges people. I don't care if you want to wear.
I'm the nicest person in the world.
You want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask.
Sympathize with.
But I also think if you're wearing it in the middle of nowhere, that also means you don't have dogs. Because who are you gonna get it from? The air. That's nobody's. You do what you want to do.
But don't force me to do it because you have some irrational feeling.
That's my issue. It's my right. I can do what I want.
And one of the other biggest things is the shuttering of businesses. Going back to your earlier question, who is mayor fuckwad to decide what is an essential business to shut down or not? That's bullshit.
It's essential to the people that are working there. That is a weird thing to say. Don't you think? Like, it's a little weird.
The little tyrants that run these cities that think they have the power of the almighty.
Right. It is weird.
Christopher, If I put 3 scoops of whey protein in my shaker, shake it, and drink a third as a pre-workout, then as post-workout proceed to finish the 2/3, do you think the whey protein was distributed properly?
I know what I think. Tell me what the answer is, and I'll tell you if I was right.
Go ahead and
I'll tell you if I was wrong. I'm very honest.
Are you looking at this as like a way to optimize your protein intake, Christopher? Or are you concerned like there's going to be some settling of the protein in the solution, or is this just a fun question? Or are you trying to like micromanage your protein intake to like such an infinitesimal degree? Well, no, just because Steve and I get questions like this sometimes, and I'm trying to decide like, is he being serious about this?
It sounds like a riddle to me.
If you are, you're way overthinking it. I mean, you don't need to worry about even distribution, because chances are if it's a whey protein shake and your workout lasts an hour and a half, your body's finishing digesting that and absorbing those nutrients right as you start to take another sip. So you don't really need to micromanage your protein intake. Yeah, and that's fine. You don't overly stress about the details.
So what was the answer? Was the protein whey distributed properly?
No, because you're looking at it in too small of a context. You got to look at it within the whole context of the entire day. How's your protein intake for the rest of the day?
You did say that. I asked him, like, oh, should I add an extra thing? And he was like, dude, your body can't absorb more than like 40 grams of protein at one serving. So
it will absorb everything.
Okay.
Will it utilize all of it is the question.
Oh.
And what the research is showing is that if the maxes out, the muscle protein synthesis kind of maxes out at around 40 grams protein in post-workout period. Now your body will absorb, say you take a bolus of like 60 grams of protein post-workout or any other time of day. You take that big 60-gram bolus, your body will absorb all of it, but will it utilize all of those amino acids to build tissue? Most likely not, because there's that kind of threshold upper limit of about 40 grams, which has been identified in the research. And then the amino acids from that point will get converted into glucose and oxidized and put towards fuel and energy metabolism and things like that. So you will be able to absorb everything. It will not be utilized in the way that you may think it might. Yeah, so that's why you want to stagger your protein feedings pretty evenly across the day. 4 to 5 feedings of protein is most optimal. Let's see what is got there. Okay, finish.
I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I was talking to the boy that eats all the real food that I'm proud of.
Mm-hmm.
Just said his name. His name's Adrian. Whatever. It's a little boy. So, anyways. I said something to him, and I said something about cutting and saying, just make sure that you eat less calories than you burn and you'll lose whatever. And he said, yeah. So my mom wanted to cut. And so now she just eats 2 meals a day, to which I said, okay, well, but is she eating less?
Yeah.
Is she eating less total calories, or are they like huge meals each day? Because again, just because you're eating less meals doesn't mean you're eating less calories, but I'm sure she must be eating less calories. But then it wonders if you're only eating 2 meals a day, are you getting the protein you need? Because she's got to weigh more than 80 pounds. So, let's say she weighs 120, which is like normal, low. I don't know what that is for people. I don't know. I know I weigh 128 now, and I'm like 5'9", and everyone says that's light, but it's not. It's fine. So let's say she weighs 120, and so she should get like 50 grams of protein per meal twice a day. Is that working for her? Is that good? Is that fine? How does that work? No, it's a question mark.
Yeah. The body is incredibly adept at utilizing nutrients. And so time restricted feeding or, condensing, like the intermittent fasting kind of approach where you're only eating twice a day, has been shown effective to be effective in retaining lean muscle. So you're not going to lose, provided you're hitting your total protein by the end of the day.
Right.
You will be able to retain all of your lean mass.
Okay.
Without detriment. Now, is that the most optimal way to eat for building muscle and trying to gain? No.
Okay, so if you're cutting, then that's fine.
It's okay.
I ate 3 meals.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Or
force you to wear a mask because they are unhealthy and eat.
I know.
Yes.
What's up with that?
The general crowd. Yeah. So why am I punished? Because people are fat, lazy, sedentary, and everything else.
And people I know that have got so the people that were worried about like the cancer people, and I've had people who've had cancer that have had it in their fries.
We grow when we sleep. We are still growing when we are awake, just not growing optimally. Correct?
Interesting. Well, you need that sleep. That's a good question.
Protein synthesis and protein breakdown are going on around the clock. So if that's what you mean by growing, yes, it's ramped up. There's more anabolic signaling while you are sleeping. Like the growth, the hormone output is higher when we are sleeping. That's when the body does the majority of it. But protein anabolism and catabolism. So the building up and breaking down of proteins is going on around the clock. There's just periods of the day when it's heightened and when it's less.
Question. So if you're not sleeping, is that a detriment to your protein synthesis? Let's say you have your insomnia.
It actually is, yes. Sleep deprivation and also chronically elevated cortisol levels are known to disrupt energy metabolism, increase protein breakdown, reduce protein synthesis, promote fat storage, and this is talking like chronically doing, reduce insulin sensitivity, which affects nutrient partitioning as well. Also disrupts hunger cues, which most of the time it makes you
more hungry
and less satisfied when you eat foods.
Question. Yeah. So what about med school? Has anyone ever done a study on, everybody knows that med school notoriously does 24-hour shifts. They don't sleep. Do you know what I'm talking about? Your sister did it with pharmacy school.
Yeah.
So nobody's worried about her doctor's health. Am I the only one that finds that ironic?
Nope.
Nobody's worried about those doctors' health. No sleep for you. Alzheimer's for you, and no good healthy stuff for you. Is anyone worried about that? Nobody's done a study of that? Okay, well, I think it's a great question.
Thanks, guys. Was basically wondering if it's worth working out if you know you won't be sleeping at it. Yes,
that's a good question.
Yes, it actually is. There was a recent study that I believe it was published late 2019 or early 2020 where we know that, like we mentioned before, sleep deprivation impairs insulin signaling, energy metabolism, accelerates muscle breakdown, promotes fat storage, reduces protein synthesis. All bad things.
Okay.
But they showed that acute bouts of intense exercise, like resistance training,
you told me this,
actually kind of attenuate the decrements in that. So you will be able to, kind of make up for the lack of sleep by doing some vigorous exercise, resistance training, interval training, some kind of physical activity.
I asked him that
I need
because I didn't sleep one
thing.
day.
Yeah.
And he told me that study. I didn't sleep one day. I was like, I don't know if it's worth it to work out. And he was like, well, actually.
Yeah, they discussed it in depth on one of the episodes of the Stronger by Science podcast.
So cool.
So yeah.
It's always good to do the right thing, guys.
Yeah, so even if you're a little sluggish, I mean, maybe, don't go 100% in the gym, maybe do 80% and, just get in there and, push your levels to a high level of fatigue safely.
That's kind of how I've been. It's anything's better than nothing, right? Any push-ups is better than nothing. Any pull-up is better than nothing. Any row is better than nothing. Any Bulgarians are better than nothing. Like, just maintain that thought, then you can push yourself more. Like, if you're tired, anything's better than nothing, right? So just do something, hold yourself to a different standard when you're in that zone, and then you can hold yourself to a higher standard when you're in the zone.
Yeah. Was that your dinner date?
That was my dinner date, texting me saying she's going to be here in 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. So you have time to go pick up the halfling and get back.
No! Although I do love her. She's great.
Sure. You can say that now.
She loves tutus. You know what's funny? She loves tutus, and everybody at school seems to think that my daughter is going to be just like me somehow. And I don't know why they would think that. She's nothing like me. First of all, she loves tutus. I never loved tutus. Her favorite colors are pink and purple. Do you know that I strategically, when I learned what the word radical meant in school, not like the square root sign, but like going against the grain personality, a radical, it was in, hold on, wait for it. I was in the gifted. 3rd grade. I was in 3rd grade. I was like, I'm a radical. I go against the grain. And so every girl I knew loved pink and purple. So my favorite colors were green and blue. Green and blue. Green and blue. I'm like, I don't like whatever. Everyone liked Kevin Sweeney. He doesn't listen to this, but everybody liked Kevin Sweeney. I was like, I do not like Kevin Sweeney. I don't like him. I'm going to like, I don't know, some random. I liked Gus. Gus did not like me. Gus was a mean, intelligent guy who was sarcastic, and he was not interested in me. But to be fair, I was ugly. But no, I don't like what everybody else likes. And so Sophia likes pink and purple. She likes tutus. She's quiet. She's introverted. She'll sit and watch people and not actually participate in necessarily what they're doing. And I just let her do her thing because that's who she is.
Yeah.
There's only one of me, guys.
She tends to gravitate and play with older kids, not younger kids.
She likes older kids. Yeah. And she likes to watch them and kind of see what they do. Yeah, I was really proud of her though, because she did something on the gym the other day that was super scary. She was like, you know, like when a kid is scared, or when an adult is already scared, let's be honest. And they're like, I don't want to do it. I was like, it's okay, you're holding my hand. And so we're doing it, and then we get done, and she goes, okay, I'm gonna do it again. I was like, okay, I'm so proud of you. We're conquering your fear. Where's Guts? Why doesn't Nickelodeon Guts exist anymore? It should. Conquer those fears, children.
It's not a, I don't know. I was going to say something.
There's no reason why it shouldn't exist. It's healthy. It's cool. Or not cool.
All right.
What? Are we running out of topics? That's fine.
No, I'm going to, it's time for me to go get the halfling. Yeah. Okay. So, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen out there in the YouTube sphere, thank you for tuning in as always. We appreciate you joining us each and every week. If you like what we're doing here, please hit the like, comment, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, which I think is on that side, or maybe it's on that side. I don't know. With this reverse camera thing, I don't know which way it displays on there. Thank you guys, as always, for joining us. Make sure to tune in this Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time for the final scoop. We will be having Dan Lorenko, the CEO and founder of Ghost, joining us on the podcast to discuss all things supplement industry, his background and whatnot. And if you have any questions for future episodes of these live Q&As with me and Sandy, or supplements you'd like us to review or anything, shoot me an email or leave a comment down below to the supplementengineer@gmail.com. And a huge thank you again to Crazy Uncle Lucas for sending us the goods.
Brought to you by Soplica, the best alcohol in the world. Oh, and
except bourbon.
Be sure to tune in, because I'm going to be wearing the pants that motivated the cut. And next Thursday will be 7 weeks of me cutting so I can wear these pants. And if I don't wear them, you'll know why. But I should wear them, okay? I've been cutting for 7 weeks at that point.
All right, guys, have a good week, and we will see you.